श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्थितिधराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाण्महं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्री सत्यसायिनं ममान्तर्यामिनम्। छायायां पारिजातस्य हेमसिंहासनोपरि आसीनमबुदश्याममायताक्षमलङ्कृतं चन्द्राननं चतुर्बाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्कितवक्षसं रुक्मिणी सत्यभामाभ्यां सहितं श्रीकृष्णमाश्रये। मातापिता युवतयस्तनया विभूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्वयानाम् आद्यस्य नः कुलपते वकुलाभिरामं श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रियुगलं प्रणमामि मूर्धना। अविदितविषयान्तरश्चठारेः उपनिषदाम् उपगानमात्रभोगः अपि च गुणवशात् तदेकशेषी मधुरकवि हृदये ममाविरस्तु। வேறொன்றும் நான் அறியேன் வேதம் தமிழ் செய்தமாறன் ஷடகோபன்வன் குருகூர் ஏரங்கள் வாழ்வாம் என்றேத்தும் மதுரகவியார் எம்மை ஆழ்வார் அவரே அரண். ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம். சர்வத்திர கோவிந்தநாம சங்கீர்த்தனம் கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா. Only two things are worth speaking about in this world: Bhagavan and his gunas, his leelas, Swarupa Lakshana, Atma. Only two things worth speaking about: Bhagavad Leela, Bhagavad Gunam, Swarupa Lakshana. And only one person who deserves to speak: Guru. And he is the only one who can speak about both Swarupa Lakshanam as well as Bhagavad Gita. And although we do not have the right to speak about anything, when we have been embraced by the grace of the Guru, we cannot remain silent. The need to recount that grace that has been showered upon us. Karunayal ennai aandu. Abdinu, when you come and rule over me, conquer me with your compassion. When you conquer me with your love, then how can I remain silent in face of that love? I have to speak of that love. There comes a great force, and that force, what does it do? Knowing that I have no right to open my mouth, I feel like opening my mouth and speaking. And where does that ability to speak come from? Abdina mukascha vachaspatitam hitabhyam. Even the dumb can be made into the master of speech by the grace of the Guru. Adanala, using his own grace, we sing about his grace. And Kaninun Chiritambu, these verses that we are looking at, they are not only about Swami Nammalvar. They are verses that are in praise of Madhurakavi Alvar's Guru Nammalvar. But when we look at all of us, Nammalvar represents Acharya. It represents the Guru for each one. We just have to substitute our own Acharya, our own Guru, our own master in the place of Nammalvar, which is being enjoyed by Madhurakavi Alvar. Yesterday we saw and we spoke about how Madhurakavi Alvar is teaching us how to appreciate, acknowledge, celebrate that grace that is showered. Elena, we do not know. We take it for granted. Unless you know the value of something, you will not be able to appreciate it. You must recognize its value first. And you must know how to celebrate it. Otherwise, it will lie in the house as though it is a forgotten thing. All the possessions and the things of this world can lie like that. No need to talk about all of that. Another, Bhagavad Vishayam, anything to do with God, is something that we need to glorify within our own hearts first. Whether you glorify it outside or not is a different story. And within your own heart, you must know how to glorify, how to praise the grace that has come, because the more you acknowledge it, the more you attract. The more you make use of what grace has already been showered upon us. That is why in Arunachala Stuti Panchakam, Ramana Bhagavan refers to the word Arul, Karunai, grace so many times. Again and again and again he celebrates the fact of Arul, 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 Arul. Arul Niraivana Amuda Kadale. When he looks at his Guru, because who is his Guru? Arunachala is his Guru. Bhagavan me, Madhurakavi Alvar Madhuri. Bhagavan teaches us how to celebrate the Guru. Bhagavan ka Arunachala is not God. Arunachala is Guru. Guru Uruvayolira Arunachala. We learn from Ramana Bhagavan how to celebrate the Guru. Vai ki vai, varte ki varta. Every word, every verse, Arul, 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 what grace, what grace, what grace you have showered upon me. Abadi nanache, what does it do? It doesn't raise one's ego. On the other hand, it humbles one more and more. Enakkuma ipdi oru kripe. Arunachalanin aruchitram enne. In what words can I praise the wonder of your grace? The marvel of your grace. Actually, we've got to learn how to celebrate that grace. And Madhurakavi Alvar is doing that. He's teaching us how to do it. Swami Nammalvar taught us how to love Krishna, how to love Bhagavan. Madhurakavi Alvar is teaching us how to love the Guru. What a disciple-guru combination, Baruch. Between the two, they've covered everything that needs to be covered. One teaches us how to yearn for the Lord. The other teaches us how to celebrate the great good fortune that has come to us in the form of the Guru. Tiridandagilum Devapiranudai Kariyakola Tiruru Kanbanan Periyavan Kurugur Nagarnambikal Uriyanai Adiyel Petranan Maye. Madhurakavi Alvar says, I will see the Lord, that is okay, but the great good fortune that has come upon me is that I now belong to Swami Nammalvar. Tiruvuru Kanbanan, adu paathinnu thane irukku pare. Adana periya vishayam. Seeing the Lord, what is a great deal in that unutar? Just as Eknath Maharaj tells to his Guru Janardana Swami, after having Datta Darshanam, after seeing Dattatreya, he comes back and the Guru asks him, did you have Datta Darshanam? Did not that extraordinary event happen? Did you not have the darshan of Dattatreya, the Lord himself? Eknath says, what is so new about it? I have it every day. I am having it every day. Who else am I seeing but Dattatreya? Poor me. Brahman does not have a separate form. Every form has to be seen as the Brahman. Jnanam na Atma Sakshatkaram, Bhagavat Sakshatkaram. Jnanam means not seeing God, but seeing everything as God. Irkarthaye Bhagavana paakradane tavara Bhagavana thaniya vandu paakradilla. Pokkum varavumil abdinnu Bhagavan sollithu. And if Bhagavan comes to you in a separate form, he will disappear in that separate form. How long will that form remain? Bhagavad Sakshatkaram, the direct perception of the Lord, means to see everything as the Lord. Where do we begin? Where do we start seeing that? In the Guru only we start seeing. In other things it is hard for us to see. Our own limitations, our own prejudices are there, our own biases are there, and the limitations that other forms have is also there. It is not only our problem, they are also a problem. Yeah, they are also a problem. The other forms that are there are not manifesting the divinity in such a way that unambiguously we cannot see it. Beyond doubt, we are not able to see the divinity that is shining through from all forms because the forms themselves are hiding it. So we need a form that will not hide this divinity but blast it forth. That's Guru. Because who can be the Guru for you? Where you are able to see divinity, that fellow alone can be the Guru. Simply speaking, Guru, Chumma, it is not just a term. People just use it without understanding what it means. Guru, Guruji, Buruji, Cholintraka. Panir Burji, Madri, Adon, Anachintraka, Gurujin. You do not have the right to use the word Guru unless you are willing to belong to that person totally. That is why people will say Swamiji. It's a better term to use than Guruji. Because Swamiji, you are a Swami, you are a great one, you are a Swamiji for me. If I say Guru, Gurudeva, Guruji, I belong to you. Entirely I belong to you. I do not have any freedom, independence of my own. Unless you are willing to give over your independence to that person, you cannot call that person as Guru. And until and unless you find somebody to call as Guru, you cannot be liberated. So I look around, see, inky binky bonky, that fellow Guru. In front of that person, you should forget yourself. In front of that person, you should forget your needs, your wants, your aspirations, everything is forgotten. He alone remains for you. If there is such a person, then he can be called the Guru. Just because you need a Guru, you cannot pick somebody and say Guru. It is a very heavy word. The word Guru means heavy in Sanskrit. It is not a light word and you cannot take it lightly. It is a heavy word, and when you take that, adanalda we see Adi Shankaracharya nu solrom. Shankara Bhagavad Pada appadina perpata Jagat Guru, and yet 4 disciples nu solrom. Itra per irralla 4 per than disciple nu kaamikkirom. Minchevalla ava irunda avavatta irunda followers disciples na 4 per. Enni 4 per solrom. Ramanuja Shalumbadu, we say, of course, he had 72 Simhasanadipatis, he had 12,000 Vaishnavas behind him, he had 300 sannyasis behind him. Who are the disciples? Oru Kureshan, Oru Mudali Andan. Because not everybody can become a disciple. If it is that easy to become a disciple, then moksha is very easy. Perpata Swami Nammalvarga Oru Madura Kavi. It is not easy because who wants to give oneself up completely like that? Ramana Bhagavan Kitta once, holiday season, I have told the story so many times, beautiful story, holiday season, so many devotees were coming and going and all of them were sitting there and saying, give me moksha, give me jnana, give me moksha, give me jnana, give me liberation. One batch came, sat down, will go away, next batch will come, go away. But between the batches, there was a bit of a gap. Bhagavan said to those who are not coming and going, everybody comes and tells me, give me jnana, give me moksha. I tell them, give yourself to me. Nobody is willing to do that. Then how can they get this jnana or moksha? And now, what is the qualification for jnana? What is the qualification for liberation? Giving yourself over to the Guru is the only qualification necessary. If you do that, you are liberated then and there. You are Jivan Mukta Purusha. Annamalaya adiyene ondandre aviyudal kondai. When you came to me as Arunachala, that day itself you took over me completely. Avi, Udal, my body belongs to you. My breath belongs to you. My life belongs to you. Nothing is mine thereafter. It is not mine, it is yours. Then he deserves to be called as a disciple. ஒன்னுத்தையும் கொடுக்காம ஒன்னு கொடுத்தா போறோம், ஒன்னுத்தையும் கொடுக்காம. It is enough if you give your one thing to oneself to. Sundaresh Iyer Bhagavan devotee TK Sundaresh Iyer. Every day he used to take something with him to Bhagavan. He would carry something. He thought we should not go and see Bhagavan empty-handed. Every day without fail something, or a few grapes, a few nuts, or a flower, something. He had it was his vratam. Every day he will take something. One day he went up. Bhagavan was staying in the hill at that time. He went up the hill, but he could, despite trying, he could not find anything. So he could not find anything that day. He came and he stood in front of Bhagavan. Bhagavan, I didn't bring anything today. Bhagavan looked at him and said, you have brought the most important thing, yourself. You have brought the most important thing, yourself. That is what we have got to give. கொண்டது எந்தனை கொடுத்தது உந்தனை என்ன கணக்கோ இது ஏதும் புரியாது. கார்த்தாலே சொன்னோம். What is it that we have got to give Bhagavan? We have got to give ourselves to Bhagavan. In return, what does Bhagavan do? Bhagavan gives himself to us. Bhagavan gives himself to us. And when he comes to us, that is what we call as jnana or moksha or liberation, etc. Madhurakavi Alvar says, I understand very clearly the greatest good fortune that could have ever happened to me was Periyaval Kurugur Nagarnam Vikal Uriyanai Adiyel Petranal Maye. I now belong to him. The greatest good fortune, the greatest blessing that could have happened to me was I was able to give myself over to him. That is the great nanmai that has happened to me. The benefit that has great grace, or the most beneficial thing that has happened to me, is that I have been able to belong to him. Nanmayal mikka nanmarayalargal punmayaga karuduvaradalil அன்னையாயத்தனாய் என்னையாண்டிடும் தன்மையால் ஷடகோபன் என்னம்பியே. நன்மையால் மிக்க நான்மறையாளர்கள் புன்மையாக கருதுவர். All the great நான்மறையாளர்கள், the Chaturvedis, those scholars who are well versed in the Vedas, out of their great knowledge, out of their great wealth of knowing the truth, they will look at me, and when they look at me, they will, unfortunate as it is, they cannot but see the faults that are present in me. It is not that they want to see my faults, but my faults stand up and present themselves to them. Adanala they will have to see it, and when they see it, punmayaha karuduvar, they will think of me, Chi. Say, whatever. Look at the karma he has got. Nanmayal mikka nanmarayalargal. Because they have been immersed in the Vedas. Adanala they have developed this capacity. When they look at you, they will know your karma. As soon as they look at you, they will know your karma. Appa enna pannuva apna chichi inda karma va appadinu. Go away. In Kerala in those days, Ayurvedic physicians used to be there. They used to also know astrology. They were not only physicians, they also were astrologers. So what they would do when a patient comes with a lot of difficulties, first they will say, what is your star? What nakshatra? So they will tell the nakshatram, they will calculate some things. You come back in 6 months' time. They will not treat. Because they will first find out whether this fellow has any life left or not. Is it worth treating him? Reputation, they will get a bad reputation. He went and treated and he died. Anyway, he is going to die. He has no hope. His karma is such that he cannot be cured. Why unnecessarily waste my medication and my name and reputation upon him? They will reject him. Because they can see. And the Madhuri, நன்மையால் மிக்க நான்மறையாளர்கள் புன்மையாக கருதுவராதலின், when they look at me, they will consider me as a very low wretch that cannot be saved. He cannot be saved in Uttudvala. Therefore, what did Nammalvar do? What did my Guru do? Annayai as the mother, Attanai as the father, Yennayandidum Talmayal. He has the quality of being both the mother and the father. Therefore, he put up with me. Leah. Now, what can the parents do? Can they reject the child? Child is an idiot. The child was sent to school. The teachers taught the child for a few days and sent a letter back home. We cannot teach your child. Sorry. He is an utter idiot. He is mentally not evolved. The school rejected. Can the parents reject? Will the parents reject? Doesn't matter what kind of a son he is still our son. The son turns out to be so bad that society rejects him, but still the parents cannot reject him because they will say he is my son. Madhurakavi Alvar is saying here, when they looked at my gunas, or avagunas rather, when they looked at all the wealth of evil qualities that I have, all the Vedic scholars rejected me, they kicked me out. Anal, Nammalvar did not do that, my Guru did not do that, because not only is he my Guru, he also has the Tanmai, he also has the quality of being my father and mother. Annayai, Attanai, Yenayandidum, Tanmayan. He didn't rule over me because he is my Guru. He's a good disciple. Look at him. He has got all the good qualities. If I make him my disciple, I will become very famous. Abdin, he did not take me. I'm qualified. This fellow is already almost there. He's in the cusp of the truth. Let me go and get him now. So that then when he becomes famous, he's my disciple. Abdillah. When I'm rejected by everybody, when nobody is willing to take me, when nobody is willing to accept me, the Swami Nammalvar, my Guru, is coming and accepting me. What is his prarabdha karma that he should accept me now? He is Annayai Attanayanaya Andidum. He has got so much compassion in his heart. He says, alas, everybody is rejecting this person. Who is going to save this person? But for me, I have got to take over this person. Who will do that? Adane Guru. We cannot think, I am so good, my Guru took over me. Can we kid ourselves like that? Can we fool ourselves like that? How can we fool ourselves like that? No, what use are we? Of what capacity are we? Of what qualities do we have that we should be considered as his? Nammalayum eduttundanna adu or karuna dane. Paramakarunika kila. Are you not the one of extraordinary compassion that you accepted me also? அப்படி நினைக்கிறதானே அஸ்லாகியம், அதுதானே அழகு. Instead of thinking, I was very good, already I was very good, so he found me worthy of accepting and therefore he accepted me. Not like that. அது சொல்றாரு இங்க, நன்மையால் மிக்க நான்மறையாளர்கள் புன்மையாக கருதுவர். They will look at me and they will think, ச்சே, நன்மைக்கு opposite புன்மை, good opposite bad. The good Vedic Pandits will look at me and they will reject me outright as this is a hopeless case. And my Guru will not do that. He will accept me even though I am hopeless. Why? Not because he thinks, I am very great, I am very clever, other people could not, I will do it. Annayai Attanai Yanayandidum. That's அழகா போடுறார். Madhurakavi Alvar is making it very clear, my Guru accepted me not because he thought higher of himself than all the others. They rejected him. That is because they cannot emancipate him. I can emancipate. Abdin, he did not come forward. On the other hand, he came forward because Annayai Attanai. He came forward because he considered himself to be both my mother and my father. And he thought, alas, I want this child to be emancipated. அதுதான் குருவுக்கும் மிச்சவாளுக்கும் வித்தியாசம். That is the difference between the Guru and the others. Because others will say, not in this birth, unfortunately. The Guru will not even entertain that thought. He will say, yo, somehow in this birth itself, if they can attain the truth, Abdinna Guru will think. Guru will never say, what to do for them not in this birth. The Guru's heart will not allow or even entertain allowing the thought, what to do, he cannot be saved in this birth. A thought will not arise for the Guru. Painful or people don't realize it. People do not realize the pain that the Guru has when he sees the people. They need not even be his disciples. They need not even be his disciples, because who does he consider as a disciple? Even the people who have had an occasional contact with him, if they come to him, he feels, should these people have another birth? Pain is there for the Guru. Nobody else will feel that pain. They will judge you objectively and they will say, what to do? You only got 40%. Fail. Teacher will say 40% fail. 30% fail. Can the mother and father leave you like that? You are failed. They have to sit and study with you. No? They have to sit and coach you. They have to sit and do something to make you pass. Like that the Guru feels, how can I leave them just because they are not qualified enough? Not as the Guru. He doesn't come to me as the Guru. He comes to me as the father and the mother. He comes to me with that adangam, with that anxiety in his heart, with that longing in his heart, with that despair in his heart, as it were. These people should be emancipated. Bhagavane, vada kapata matiya. Appada he gives a voice out to the Lord and he says, oh Lord, will you not instill those good qualities in them so that they also can be emancipated? Abdin, when he calls out, then and there the Lord responds. Adu matra assured. But for that you need to have a capacity to melt the Guru's heart that much. If you are capable of melting the Guru's heart that much, you will wonder why he is shouting himself hoarse. You will wonder why he is letting his blood pressure go up for your sake. He will sit and he will talk to the Lord and he will say, can you not consider? Bhagavan will say, what to do? Karma aisa hai. Kya kar sakta hai? He is like that. What to do? Let him be. For my sake, can you not? Your Guru will say, will negotiate on your behalf. He will talk to the Lord on your behalf and he will say, for my sake, can you not consider? Bhagavan will say, oh, that is different. If you are bringing yourself in for your sake, then for your sake I will do anything. That is our relationship. That is the relationship between the Guru and God. He has established a direct relationship. He knows Bhagavan will listen to anything he says. Will he misuse it? He will not misuse it. He will not misuse it. He also knows he cannot misuse it. On what basis now? He has come to all the satsangs. He has served so well. He or she has dedicated themselves. Nambi vandirkale Swami. ஏதோ என் பேரை சொன்னு வந்துட்டாளே சுவாமி, நீங்க பார்த்துக்கலன்னா எப்படி முடியும் சுவாமி அப்படின்னு he will ask. Somehow or the other they have come here, they have come to me, they have come depending upon me. Sometimes Swami will say, you think they are depending on you? அதுவும் சொல்லிட்டு Swami. See, this conversation will happen, not one direction, no, he will also talk, no. So when you are trying to talk to Swami and saying, Swami, please Swami, Papam Swami, they are not sincere. They are not true. Sometimes Swami will say, then you think, you are Swami. Can you not make them sincere? Can you reject them? No, you have to then say, Swami, then you make them, at least they are coming, no, can you make them, put them sincerity into them, can't you not? Otherwise, the next thing he will do is he will come and yell at you and correct you. He will scold you. He will smash to smithereens your foolish ego and your foolish concepts that you have in your mind. Sometimes very cruelly Guru will do that. Do you know why? It is a product of the conversation he has had with the Lord before. where the Lord is rejected and says, he is chumma pretending. See, you cannot fool the Bhagavan, Leah. You cannot fool Bhagavan. That is why I keep telling everybody, never pretend in front of the Guru. Never ever pretend anything in front of the Guru, because he is not going to believe you. He is going to check there. He will check there, and from there the authentic truth will arise. So many times it has happened, I tell you that. Sometimes I used to tell people in the house also, where I think, oh, such good people. Just wait and watch him. And true enough, after a few days, things will change. But despite it all, there is only one thought still in the heart of the Guru. And what is that thought? Okay, if they are not sincere, can you not put sincerity into them? How to correct them so that they can become sincere? Nobody can truly understand the Guru's heart. Swami used to tell us, I have the love of 1,000 mothers. I have the love of 1,000 mothers. Nobody can understand the one mother's heart. 1,000 mothers' heart, how big it is. Swami says that in his aspect of the Guru only he says it. I have the love of 1,000 mothers. There was a time when that was only a concept, it was only a word for me. Then later on I understood what it means to have the love of 1,000 mothers. We know what it means. It means pain. It means pain. To have the love of 1,000 mothers is not joy, it is pain. Because every moment when you look at the children going wayward or not doing enough, within reach, you feel so angry sometimes. Can't you let go of your stupid ego? Can't you simply let go and surrender to the Lord? Annayai Athanai ane Andidum Tanmayan Shadagopanyan Nambiye Abringara Avrotaradha. He is my only Guru, he is my only God, he is my everything, because he is the only one who is willing to put up with me. Everybody else rejects me. Everybody else rejects me outright because of all the misqualifications that I have. He is the only one who does not take those into account. Instead, he says, Ayo Bhavame, they have come. In the Pasuratala, that quality, that capacity of the Guru, the heart of the Guru, which is both that of the mother and the father. Mother has only mother's heart. Father has only father's heart. Guru has the heart both of father, mother and the Guru and the teacher. And in this fourth Pasuram, Madhurga Viyalvar celebrates that great love that he found in Swami Nammalvar, the great welcome that he found in Swami Nammalvar, refusal to let go of him that he found in Nammalvar. Even if he wants to go away, the Guru will not forget him or let him go. Even in the cases where they have gone away, he will still remember them. One day he came, one day he listened to the discourses, one day he seemed sincere. Bhagavane, let all good come to him. Nambineen piranan porul tannayum, nambineen madavarayum nellam, Shempon Mada Tirukurugu Nambika Anbanai Adien Sadirte Nindre. So when in the previous verse Alvar says that all the good people rejected me, we may think, why did people reject him? He himself tells us why they rejected him. Nambineen Piranan Porul Tannayum. In those days, in the past, I coveted the wealth of others. When I saw somebody having something nice, I used to think, oh, I also want that. I had more faith in wealth, property, possessions, etc., thinking that alone will give me happiness and joy. I was filled only with the desires to accumulate, desire to own, desire to hoard, desire to have for myself. அதனால நம்பினேன் பிற நன்பொருள் தன்னையும் நம்பினேன் மடவாரையும் முன்னெல்லாம். And I was only running behind women. Madavare. I was only running behind women in those days. This was my life. With this life, when I went there, naturally everybody rejected me, saying, "Chhi, when you are so attached to Kamini and Kanchan, how can you ever attain God?" Abdini, they rejected me. Anna, despite my being like this, Ammayaya Athanayanai Andidam Tanmayan Shadagopan Yan Nambi was there, who was willing to treat me as his son. He looked upon me as his son. He looked upon himself as my mother and father. Therefore, despite all my shortcomings, he still accepted me. Shempon tiru kurukur nambikku anbanai. And when I looked at that quality of Swami Nammalvar, I fell in love with him. Anbanai, I became an Anban. I became his lover. I loved him. I became devoted to him. And when I became completely, totally devoted to him, Adiyen Sadirten Indre, I became liberated today. Indre, this very moment itself I am liberated. The moment I gave myself up to him, out of the love that he has for me, I became liberated. How does the Guru liberate us? Because we say without the Guru, liberation is not possible. Moksha Moolam, Gurof Padam. Moksha Moolam, Gurof Padam. The Guru's feet are the only way to attain moksha. Abdina feet ingiradhukku artham enna? Feet meaning you are surrendering unto that feet. So feet literally means surrender. Whenever we say Lord's feet, feet in Cholrolia, feet means surrender, because when you have to look at somebody's feet, your head has to go down. This is not merely looking at the feet, you are actually resting your head at that feet. Abdina, how much you have to humble yourself, lower yourself. You have to fall down on the ground as it is. Pranipate, na? You are lowering yourself, humbling yourself, surrendering yourself to the Guru. Guru's feet in Cholrom, feet represents that attitude of surrender and humility. That is why we look at feet. Not face, hand, etc. If you look at the Guru's face, you have to look like this. And suppose you are taller than the Guru, you have to look down upon the Guru. Swami was so short. So what can you do? You have to kneel down. Our Krishna is there, he is so tall. Imagine Krishna going and standing in front of Swami. Swami, you have to look at him. Krishna. Upper's feet represents humility. Feet represents bhava, attitude of surrender. So how does the Guru conquer us? He knows that there is no way by which we can be emancipated. We are terrible. The only way is if somehow I can make him surrender to me. If somehow I can make him surrender to me, then he will have to let go of his ego. And using that moment when he is let go of his ego, I can immediately invoke the grace of the Lord and get him out of it. Idan plan. Very plot, conspiracy. Guru is hatching a conspiracy. The bhayala eppadiyavathu I will catch him at his weak moment and hand him over to the Lord. Well, how to catch him at the weak moment? He is holding his head up so strong as though he's got a stiff neck. Some spray and the neck is like this. What to do? How to now? What does the Guru do? He is capable of so much prema. Yes or no? We know the level of prema that the Guru is capable of. His eyes speak of love. His words speak of love. His entire frame is radiating prema. And the karanayoda, and the kripayoda, and the premayoda, when he comes to you, you become weak at the knees and you have to fall down. And the moment that happens, then and there, using that as an excuse, he has fallen down. You have to give him moksha. விழுந்துட்டானே அவன். அதான் அன்பனாய் அப்படிங்கிற வார்த்தை சொல்றாரு. எத்தனையும் சொன்னதுக்கு எதுக்குன்னா, all this was said because the Alvar uses the word அன்பனாய். I became devoted to him. அன்பு, love, அன்பன், one who is loving. I fell in love with him because, why did I fall in love with him? He showed so much love to me. அம்மையாய் அத்தனாய் என்னை ஆண்டிடும் தன்மையான இல்லையா. He showed his guna. Tanmai அப்படின்னா gunas. And what were his gunas? Compassion, pure love, selfless love, not a trace of selfishness in that for him. What is he going to gain from me? Apart from a headache, சொல்லுங்க பாப்பா. ரெண்டு Panadol தானே சாப்பிட வேண்டி கிடக்கு. Apart from a headache, what else does he gain from me? என்னால ஆன உபகாரம். I feed him so much that his stomach hurts, or I give him a headache. This is all I am capable of. How we do that? In spite of that, he shows such selfless prema towards us. There is no trace of selfishness. He has got nothing to gain from us. But that selfless love is what captures us. That is what captivates us. That's Ramana Bhagavan சொல்றது அருள்னு சொல்லிட்டு. And that arul is nothing but prema. Love is what is grace. Grace cannot exist in a vacuum. Grace cannot exist without love. Love is what is called grace. From Bhagavan's side it is prema only. From our side it is grace. See, we call that grace. Bhagavan is not thinking I am showering grace on him. Bhagavan is showering love upon us. From his point of view, it is prema that he is giving. From our point of view, what we are receiving is anugraha. We are calling it grace. He is never calling it grace. He calls it only love. He is not thinking I will sit here and shower grace upon you. Bhagavan anikila. Bhagavan is not thinking that. Bhagavan is saying, I have only love for you. Prema tane. That prema is interpreted by us as grace. So when he shows that prema, when he shows that kripa, when he shows that grace, showers that grace upon us, then and there we are conquered by that grace, and we look at that grace and we think, what did I do to be worthy of such grace? அப்படின்னு தோணும். அப்படிதான் தோணணும். You can never ever think that, but naturally I deserve this grace, I have done so much. You cannot think, because more than you have done, his grace is powerful. Let us assume you have done something. Let's assume. Worldly level, let's say you have done something. But no matter how much you have done, his grace is still more than what you have done. Therefore, at some point or the other, you will meet your match and you will say, no, I got more than I deserved. I got more grace than I truly deserved. You will feel it. And in that moment, you will have no other option but to surrender to him, giving up all claims to greatness, giving up all your ahankara, your ego that came out of the talents that you may have possessed, or the sadhana that you may have done, or the skills that you may have, or the education or learning that you may have. For whatever reason ahankara will come. Maybe the wealth that you have will give rise to ahankara. And what does he care about all of those things? Anything that you have, either he devalues it and does not consider it as anything great, or he has it in greater abundance than you have. I have this, he is better than you at it. Or I have this, he doesn't consider it as a trinaya mene. This is like a blade of grass. He throws it aside. You cannot equal him. Not to say anything about exceeding him, you cannot even equal him, you cannot come anywhere close to him. In spite of that, when he showers so much grace upon you, the only way to think about it is, undeserving as I am, I still receive so much grace. Therefore, you fall at the feet and you surrender. You accept defeat. I am defeated. I am conquered by you. And when that happened, Madhurakavi Alvar says, Munnellam, previously, Appalam, in those days, Nambinen, பிறனன் பொருள் தன்னையும். In those days I was thinking I should have a lot of money. That is the game of life, that is the goal of life. நம்பினேன் மடவாரையும் முன்னெல்லாம். Then I thought I should get married, I should have a family, the goal of life அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். Then செம்பொன் மாட திரு குரு கூர் நம்பிக்கு. Then I met my Guru. And I felt as though the rug has been yanked from under my feet. அப்படியே பிடிச்சி ஒரு இழுத்துட்டார் அவர், அவ்வளோதான். And all the things that I thought were important, all the things that I thought were worthy of accomplishing or achieving, all of that turned out to be worthless. It is not that I did not accomplish, I accomplished that also, but it was worthless. As though something happened. What was more worthy, what was more great அப்படின்னா, he is looking at me, he is talking to me, he is considering me his own. அப்படிங்கிறது became even more important than all of these so-called achievements and accomplishments. Yesterday we spoke about Ramanatha Brahmachari, Ramana Bhagavan's disciple, to whom even jnana, the attainment of jnana, was not as important as the fact that Bhagavan rapped him on the head with his knuckles. Bhagavan inge kuttitena appadini, he was running around showing everybody his head, saying Bhagavan rapped me here, Bhagavan knuckled me here appadini. He was pointing, he was feeling so happy about that. The fact that he has got liberated did not matter to him. Now that is what having a guru in your life creates. It makes it like that. It makes all the other accomplishments and achievements worthless. Who cares? And everybody else also has that. I'm not unique in that. I'm not the only one in that, but I'm the only one to have a guru. I have got the Guru. The Guru is talking to me. The Guru is telling me things. The Guru is correcting me. The Guru is showering his love upon me. What can compare in front of that? அதனால நம்பினேன். இதெல்லாம் முன்னெல்லாம், not now, முன்னெல்லாம். In those days நம்பினேன் பிறனன் பொருள் தன்னையும். In those days I had greater faith in wealth, in greater faith in my career, greater faith in my worldly life. நம்பினேன் மடவாரையும் முன்னெல்லாம். Those days I believed more in all these worldly pleasures and worldly accomplishments and achievements than by my great good fortune, or rather by his great grace. செம்பொன் மாட திரு குருகூர் நம்பிக்கு அன்பனாய். When I became devoted to him, when I was able to give myself over completely to him, அடியேன் சதிர்த்தேன் இன்றே. This very day I became liberated. I became emancipated. அதனால, now that I have been emancipated like this, what should I do? By the grace of my Guru, I have been liberated. So now what should I do? I will put an asana right next to him. And I will also sit there and start giving discourses to everybody. Or I will go and collect a few disciples for myself and establish myself as another Guru. அப்படியான்னா இல்லை. இன்று தொட்டும் எழுமையும் எம்பிரான் நின்று தன் புகழ் ஏத்த அருளினான். இன்று தொட்டும், today, starting today, எழுமையும் எம்பிரான், for births together, forever in the future. எம்பிரான், my Lord, நின்று தன் புகழ் ஏத்த அருளினான், gave me the grace, has given me the opportunity, has given me the blessing to stand and praise him forever. இன்று தொட்டும் எழுமையும் எம்பிரான் நின்று தன் புகழ் ஏத்த அருளினான். He has given me now the capacity, he has granted me moksha, he has granted me liberation. Therefore, he has given me the grace. Now I will sing forever about the greatness and the glory of my Guru. வேற என்ன இருக்கு சொல்றதுக்கு? What else is there to speak about but the greatness of my Guru? My Swami is like this, my Guru is like this, my Swami is like this. சொன்னா தானே எனக்கு பெருமை. அதானே நமக்கு சந்தோஷம். தட் இஸ் வாட் கிவ்ஸ் ஆனந்தா டு அஸ். அப்படிங்கிறதுனால he says, I will now sing about my Guru. குன்றமாட திரு குருகூர் நம்பி என்றும் என்னை இகழ்வீலல் காண்மினே. என்றும் என்னை இகழ்விலன். He will never abandon me. He will never reject me. குன்றமாட திரு குருகூர் நம்பி, குருகூர் நம்பி சுவாமி நம்மாழ்வார், my Guru will never reject me, will never abandon me. Therefore, all that I have to do from now on, from this moment onwards, is to sing His glory. இதுக்கு மேலே I don't have to do any sadhana of my own. அதை சதிர்த்தேன் இன்றே. The day I became His, see, many times I have told you this, again I will reiterate, sadhanas are for those who cannot love. The Shastras speak about so many different varieties of spiritual exercises and practices. Yoga irukku, dhyana irukku, japa, tapa, etc. are there, upavasas are there, yajna yagas are there, ishta purtis are there. So many such methods have been outlined by the Vedas and the Shastras, and they say do all of these things in order to emancipate yourself. All of that is for those who are not capable of falling in love with the Guru. It is all for those who cannot devote themselves completely over to the Lord in prema. If you can do that, then these are not necessary. They are not applicable for NA. In your form, you can say NA. Moksha application form. In the application form for moksha, when you have to fill up, they will say sadhana, NA. Not applicable. Illa avale potruppa. அவளே போட்டிருப்பா. அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபார்ம் இட் செல்ஃப் வில் ஹேவ் question 4, have you devoted yourself completely to your Guru? Yes or no? Yes அப்படின்னு போட்டா then jump straight to you have been granted moksha. No அப்படின்னா the next question, have you done japa, have you done tapa, have you done sadhana, have you done this, have you done the next லாம் போடும். இல்லைன்னா you can jump the whole section and come right to the end. Only some forms you will have that, no? Depending upon which option you choose. You can skip a few questions and go to the next one. Like that, the application for moksha will simply state, have you fallen head over heels in love with your Guru? Have you surrendered completely to him? Have you given yourself over to him entirely? If you have, then nothing more required, moksha granted. இன்று தொட்டும் எழுமையும் எம்பிரான் நின்று தன் புகழேத்த அருளினான். அது கூட, even that is not something I am choosing to do. Singing His glories forever is not something I am choosing to do. He has graced me to do that. Arulinan. He has given the grace to me to be able to open my mouth and sing His glories. How can I do it? Madhurikavi Alvar is saying, even to sing His glories, I need His grace. ஏன்னா என்னை தன்னாக்கி என்னால் தன்னை இன்கவி பாடினான் அப்படின்னு Guru himself is saying. Nammalvar himself is saying in a Basuram, Swami Nammalvar himself says, என்னை தன்னாக்கி என்னால் தன்னை இன் தமிழ் பாடினான். In talking about the Lord, Nammalvar says, He made me His, and then through me He sang His glories. Avanarulale avanthal vanangi. If you are going to worship Him, that is also because of His grace only. There is nothing that we are doing out of our own, nothing that we are doing with our intelligence or our free independent choice. Though His grace is upon us, therefore we are able to sit here and listen or talk about Him and to sing His glories, praise His glories. Even that is only because of His kripa. நின்று தன்புகழ் ஏத்த அருளினான். ஏத்த அப்படின்னா to praise, to raise up, to raise it up. Adiyan, the slave has been blessed by my Guru to have the jnanam, the wisdom to sing about His glories. the more you are able to sing the glories of your Guru, the greater you will also rise. By rejecting the Guru, nobody has ever prospered. Nobody has ever gone up by rejecting the Guru or not acknowledging the Guru. On the other hand, the more and more and more you acknowledge the Guru, the higher and higher and higher you will rise in every field, in every, even worldly secular field of good. If you acknowledge the Guru, you will grow in that field. Even in a worldly learning, in a worldly sphere of learning, whether it is your maths or chemistry or biology or English or whatever it is, whether it is singing, whether it is dancing, whatever the case may be, if you acknowledge your Guru, you will automatically grow. This is the law of nature. More so in the spiritual path. Even more so applicable in the spiritual path, because all of those are only adhyapakas, upadhyayas. Ingedam Guru. The real Guru Shabdam can be used only in spirituality. That is why nowadays we have a new term, Sadguru. Real Guru. Sat, true. True Guru. False Gurus. Sadguru is to differentiate between all the Upagurus. Upagurus are there. Anybody who teaches you something is a Guru of some sort only. Another Guru that emancipates you is the ultimate Guru. Yeah. He is the one to whom you have got to surrender yourself. You can't keep surrendering yourself to everybody. It's not possible. ஒரு இடத்துல தானே அமைய முடியும். அடங்கி ஒடுங்கிறதுங்கிறது ஒரு இடத்துல தானே முடியும். It is possible for you to surrender completely, lose that ahankara in only one place. That place is the Guru. That place where our ahankara subsides is called the Guru. Adhan inge solrar, he says, Yejumayum Embiran Nindru Tanpugal Yetta Arulinan. He has given me the grace, he has showered upon me the Anugraha, the Kripa, he has given me the good sense to not go behind after leaving everything aside. That's a problem. You leave all your wealth and you leave all your family and everything and get into spirituality, and in the end you think you've attained something and then start going behind name and fame and disciples and so on and so forth. Again a problem only. Even if you have attained the truth, what is the best thing you can do? You can still think about your Guru and remain quietly. What else is there? See, you were once a child and you had parents who are bringing you up. And then you get married and you yourself have children, you yourself become parents. But still, when you go back to your parents' house, you suddenly become a child. And your child itself will look at you and say, why is father behaving like a child? You are not an adult in front of your parents, no matter how old they are and how old you are. You are still a child. The way you are bossing your children around, they will boss you. Like that, no matter how great you become, in front of your Guru, you are only a child. Not only you are only a child, that is all you want to be. You still want to be the same thing. You suddenly, Guru, Mango, please come, please sit down. Is that not terrible to us? How do we want our Guru to treat us now? Hey, come. Mango, coffee, doesn't matter how great I become, when I go home to my parents, I am still a child. I am still their son. I am still their baby. We are still only that child. Like that, your children, in the previous verse, he has already said, I have attained the truth. Adiyan Sadirten in rain. Sadirten is Chaturan. I become a Chatura. Chatura is a Sanskrit word. And then Tamil is Sadirten word. Sadira, Chatura. I became a Chatura. Chatura, I became clever. I became a Jnani. I became the knower of the truth. How? Because of him. Anbanai Adiyen Sadirten in re. I became the knower of the truth because of my Guru. Appo, Since you yourself are a knower of the truth, then I am only the knower of the truth. My Guru is truth itself. You will feel like saying, after all, I am only the knower of the truth. My Guru is truth. He is the Sat. I am only Brahmavit. He is Brahman. Guru Reva Param Brahma. Guru is the Param Brahma. This relationship will not change. Although, Yadyapi, internally you know that which is him is what is you. Adallam okay. All that is fine. Analum, even then, even when you know that which is him is you, in spite of that, there is the sweetness. He is your everything. He is your sarvasvam. He is your everything. And the sweetness and the delight and the joy where you also have a shelter above your head. You have a roof above your head. You don't have to be the roof for everybody. There is a roof above you. Relief. When you become a big tree and so many people come under your shade, but to know that there is a bigger tree that is giving you shade. What a relief that is. Why? Because when the disciple comes to the Guru, he says, I have found shelter. I have found a refuge. I have found a shade. He is so relieved. The Guru is relieved because he thinks about his Guru. I have found shelter too. I have found shelter. I have a shelter. I have a roof above my head. I have a Swami above me. Or Anandam will be there in the Guru. Ida Guru Parampara. Unfortunately, it stops at one place. Andavaloku Uttharamilla Bhava. Lakshminatha Samarambha. Lakshminathan Rakanalya. Embaraman. Bhagavan Rakane. The Supreme Lord, who can he go and take refuge in there? Whose shelter can he take? He comes back to the heart of the devotee. Ellarku shelter vono. Everybody needs shelter. You cannot remain without. You cannot remain anatha. Aba Bhagavan enna pannana? Aham bhakta paradinaha. I am devoted to the devotee. I am under the shelter of the devotee. Mannatha. Abdin Bhagavan cholran. And the Govardhana Leela, when Bhagavan is going to lift up the Govardhana mountain, when the rains are pouring so heavily, when all the people are crying in despair, Bhagavan looks at all of these people, Mannata, Madgoshta, Ayo, these are the people that gave me shelter. These are the people that are my parents. These are the people that are giving me refuge. How can I not protect them? Bhagavan lifts up the Govardhana to protect all of them. So what does it mean? Bhagavan finds refuge in the devotee. Devotee finds refuge in the Guru. Guru finds refuge in Bhagavan. Bhagavan finds refuge in the devotee. What is cycle? This is Guru Parampara. Now who wants to be alone, Chulungo? God also does not want to be alone. God also does not want to be independent. God also wants to be dependent upon the love of the devotee. Bhaktangata by Bhagavanum diye idupatranliya. Parasparam, nobody has to be without any shelter, nobody has to be without any support, everybody has somebody for support. Bhagavan has us for support. Bhagavan ka namata support. See, all the gods are standing in the temples. If no devotees go, what is the use of them standing, Chulunga Baba? I used to always think, when Swami used to come for darshan, we used to be so happy to see Swami. But I used to think, you know what, if we were not there for darshan, poor fellow, what will he do coming out? If one day suddenly Swami came out, nobody was there. Nobody was there. Everything, Sai Kulwant Hall was empty. Where is everybody? Won't he feel a bit sheep-faced having come out and what is this? Where is everybody? Nobody is around. We are necessary for him also. Otherwise, the darshan has no meaning. We think Swami came out darshan. If we didn't come, there's no darshan also. Remember that. It is together. He needs us, we need him. And the support. There is joy in that support. There is a sweetness in that. I have a place to rest my head. He has a place to rest his head. Indru thottum yezhumayum yem viral nilru tal pugal yeta arulinan. Nammalvar is saying, I have been given the great blessing to sing his glories. Madhurakavi Alvar is saying, I have been given the great privilege to sing my Guru's glories. Namma children, we are given the great privilege to sing Madhurakavi Alvar's glories. what is important, not establishing yourself as some independent individual illa. As Kulashekara Alvar said in Mukundamala, how do you want Bhagavan even to remember you? Abdina tadbhritya bhritya paricharaka bhritya bhritya bhrityasya bhritya itimam smara lokanatha. Abhas, remember me only as the disciple or the servant of 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 your servant. Not as some big shot. Kuratalvan, Kuresha. Near Kanchipuram was a village called Kuram, and Kuresha was the lord of Kuram, of the village. He was so wealthy, so rich. So wealthy and so rich that when every morning the doors will open and the poor will be fed in countless numbers. All through the day the poor will be fed. Right at the end of it, the big doors will be shut with a clang to indicate to everybody that for today it is finished, it is done, tomorrow morning please come. Abdin or loud clang which will spread over a radius of so many kilometers, because everybody needs to know. They shouldn't start from there thinking this is still open. Adanala, to alert them, it will be shut with a clang. One day, Trikachinambi, Kanchipurna, he was a devotee who was given the great privilege of doing Thiruvalavatta Kainkariam. He would go and fan Varadaraja. Inside the temple, he would go and fan Varadaraja. Kachikivaitan Mandapam. Abdin or Mandapam irkipo. There is a little Mandapam in that Kanchipuram temple, Varadaraja temple, and in that temple is where the Lord and Devi, Perandevi Tayar will sit down, and Trikachinambi will go and fan. He will just fan. Once in a while, Perumal will talk to him. Otherwise, Perumal and Tayar will be talking to each other. One evening, when this was happening and he was fanning Perumal and Tayar, so this big clang was heard. What is that? Every night I also hear this clang. What is this loud noise? Tayar ketala. As though she does not know, she asked. Perumal said, I also don't know. Do you know? Trikachinambi said, oh, that is Kuresha's house door that is shut, to indicate to everybody that today's Annadana is finished, Narayan Seva is finished. Apriya, does he do that kind of Annadhanam? Does he do that kind of charity? What an extraordinary person. Bring him to the temple tomorrow, we wish to see him. Abdina, the divine couple gave a command to Trikachinambi. That night was spent in fanning. Next morning, as soon as he gets out, he goes straight to Kuresha's house and he says, Kuresha, what an extraordinary good fortune is yours. The Divya Dampati, the divine couple of Varadaraja and Perandevi Tayar remembered you and said they want to see you. Huh? Why? What happened? Please tell me the occurrence. How did this come to pass? Trikachinambi said, it is because of the great Annadana that you do. Because of that, they wanted to see you. Huh? The disappointment came to Kuresha, it seems. He said, did they want to see me? Did they remember me as the person who does charity? Yes, sir. Did they not remember me as Ramanuja's Sishya? Did they not remember me as my Guru Ramanuja's Dasa? No, they didn't call you by that name. They only called you as the great Lord of Kuram. The moment he heard it, he said, aha, my divine mother has taught me a lesson. Here I am wasting my time when my Guru is in Srirangam. What am I doing here in Kanchipuram? Giving food to everybody. I will give up everything and go begging with a begging bowl in my hand to serve my Guru. Then and there, he left Kanchipuram and went to Srirangam. And now, what is it that he wanted to be remembered as? Ramanujadasan, not Kureshan. I am the great Lord of Kuran. Adi ahankarandane varum. If you are remembered like that, will not ahankara come into your head? On the other hand, I am only a servant. Bhritya bhrityasya paricharaka bhritya bhrityasya bhritya. I will only be remembered as a servant. Because insidious this ego is. Otherwise we will think, oh, he remembered me as this, he remembered me as that. Adala enna moolaki. Who is remembering him as the great wealthy person? Sakshat Mahalakshmi. Who is she? Goddess of wealth. What wealth can he have that can ever compare to her? But what is she doing? She's ridiculing his wealth. Isn't it? Isn't she ridiculing his Bill Gates? Wealthy fellow. Yeah, Bill Gates, you have to pay a bill to get into his gate. How a very wealthy fellow he is. To even see his gate, you may have to pay a bill. But Bill Gates, if he inquires about you, oh, you have so much money, you're so healthy. Is it not sarcastic? I can count the money that I have on my 10 fingers. And if Bill Gates comes and says, what a wealthy fellow you are, is he not mocking me? Sakshat Mahalakshmi Tayar who feeds everybody, if she should say, oh, what a wealthy man who is feeding everybody, bring him tomorrow, let us see. Kure Tarwar understood this, the real intent. He says, Amma, you have opened my eyes. Who am I to donate my food? Who am I? If at all I should have a name in this world, it should be Ramanujadasa. Not that I want to be remembered, but if at all I should be remembered, that is the only way in which I should be remembered, not all these other useless qualifications, useless credentials. In Parthi, when some guest speakers used to come and talk in front of Swami, very often the person who introduces them would say, and so is the CEO of this company, he was the founder of that company, he is a great accomplished, but above all, he would like to be known, or he would like to be introduced as an ardent devotee of Bhagavan. Initially he'll be introduced. All this is nothing compared to the fact that I can be his devotee. No matter what accomplishment I have, there is somebody who has more than me. In front of them, this is mockery. This is pitiable. This is shameful. To even open my mouth and say, when extraordinary singers are there. And somebody asks you, can you sing? It's okay. Such extraordinary singers, who am I to sing? You play some cricket. Suddenly Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Purushan. Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, who else? I don't know any other names. Anyway, these two fellows, let us say, these two fellows are walking and they see you. You are playing with your bat. They come and see you. Oh, let me see you bat. Then and there you throw the bat around. Shashtangam Charanagati. Who am I to play in front of you? Will you not declare? Won't you be embarrassed to even hit one ball when Sachin Tendulkar and who is that fellow? Virat Kohli is standing in front of you. In front of them, who am I? It doesn't matter what accomplishment you have in front of the Guru, in front of Bhagavan. What is that? Those are nothing. You do not want him to remember you as all of those. On the other hand, how do you want him to remember you? How do you want him to consider you? He is mine. He is mine. Vidunavadani Yellavelal. And when the aim was there is in the Sainatha Jhari, that album Sainatha Jhari, there is a padyam. And in that the song goes, it says, all the so many different things that are there, wealth and things, what is the big deal about it? They will come anytime. These things are not important. Then finally he says, if you should have the abhimana in your heart, if you should have the feeling in your heart, he is mine, that is enough. ఎంత ఇచ్చినవియో అంత చాలు. విభవానికి ఏమి వరుణా వరుణదిల్ల. వాట్ అబౌట్ గ్రేట్ విభవ, గ్రేట్ వైభవం, గ్రేట్ నేమ్, ఫేమ్? హూ కేర్స్? Who cares? What is that? What will matter to me? வாட் வில் மேட்டர் டு மீ அப்படின்னா அங்கேருந்து வந்து வீடு நாவாடு, வீடு நாவாடு, ஹீ இஸ் மைன், ஹீ இஸ் அவர் அப்படின்னு சொன்னார். சுவாமி சுவாமி இஸ் அவர் பாய். நான் பொறுமை, வீடு வீடு மாவாடு, வீடு மாவாடே, நான் பொறுமை. The acknowledgement of the Guru that you are his. That one acknowledgement supersedes, overwhelms all other accomplishments that you can get, because anybody else also can accomplish those things. Veedu naavadunu Guru sollanum illiya. If he should feel that you belong to him, if he takes the liberty that you belong to him, what greater joy, what greater blessing, what greater privilege can be there? Madhurakavi Alvar is thinking that and saying, Indru thottum yezhumayum empiran நின்று தன் புகழேத்த அருளினான் குன்றமாடத்திரு குருகூர் நம்பி என்றும் என்னை இகழ்வேலல் காண்மினே. சி காண்மினே அப்படிங்கிற பாருங்கோ. சி மை குரு will never let me go, he will always consider me his own அப்படின்னு தைரியமா சொல்ற. இங்கே we will stop here. 6 verses. நாளைக்கு ஒரு 11 or 4 verses are left. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 verses are left. பார்க்கலாம். இதுதான் அந்த the glory of the Guru is ananta, is endless, and all we can do is Guru Mahima Gao, Guru Mahima Gao, Guru Mahima Gao. அப்படின்னா we can only sing the eternal undying glories of one's Guru. அதில் தான் ஆனந்தம். Great joy is there in that. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. हरिः ओम तत्सत्. श्री साई ईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.